Today we are changing the oil of this 2013 FJ Cruiser. It reached the 50,000 mile mark and it's about to change oil. The most time consuming part of this is taking this front skid plate cover. That's just on this truck because it has a heavy duty bumper. It takes 5mm Allen wrench, and you have to hold it in the back with a 1/2 inch wrench. Thinking of welding those together later on. This skid plate right here is standard on every FJ, and unfortunately, to get to the oil filter, which is right around right here, this plate has to come off. So before doing that, I'm gonna take off this other little skid plate so I can drain the tank, the oil, while we take off the other skid plate. Oil drain plug is going to be a size 14. Now, one thing to mention, these oil plugs have what is I believe like a washer, a crush washer type of deal, and 90% of the times it stays stuck to the tank itself. So you just want to make sure you remove it before you install the other one, because then you're gonna have a double washer, and I'm pretty sure that's not gonna be good. Just get a screwdriver or a pick. You can see it there. There it goes. It's a little blue washer. I'll have the part number later on. Okay, now going back to the skid plate that has to come off to access the oil filter. There's 4 12mm bolts. One right here. One's supposed to be right here, but thanks to the local Toyota shop, I'm still missing it. And then one in each of these holes right here. The plate is a little bit heavy, so just be careful when you're taking it down. It is hooked up by some hooks right here. There's 1 and 2, so it'll just swing open. Just be careful. These are the little hooks that go into the frame itself to keep it from falling out. That's the part number to the little gaskets, washers, whatever that the plug needs to change every time you change the oil. Now this is what makes the difference between changing the oil on any old truck and this truck. It has this little clip right here which needs to be slid off. You can completely remove it if you want. Set it aside. Take this little cover off. Now the filter should come with a little plastic deal that's made to drain. This little plastic thing. Basically, you just put it in here. And there you go. Didn't go the way it's supposed to, but yeah, that's what I thought. It's messy. This is what I miss my old FJ. It wasn't so complicated. It just had, it was more maintenance friendly, I guess, if you want to call it. The filter was located up on top of the engine bay. Fuck. Got this at AutoZone. It was a while back, so I don't remember the name of it, the brand, or, but they have them there. They're real cheap. Use a 23mm socket to unscrew it. Make sure that you already took off the pin. I got the 3981 Bosch premium oil filter. It comes with stupid paper element type of filter, but as you can tell, it's actually better quality than the one that it had. This one's if it was an STP or something like that. That was the only thing they had at the time. The kit paper filter element just comes right off. Make sure to take this little gasket off. And there's one at the bottom, right here. Make sure to change those out. It comes with a kit. Seals. Make sure you're clean around it. You want to minimize the amount of dirt. Add some lube. Get the bottom one. Wipe it down if it looks dirty. Now it says to tighten the cap to 25 Newton meters, but I don't know if it's this cap or the cap in general. Get our filter. Doesn't matter which side goes up. They're both the same. That's it. Screw it back on. This one has 3. That's where the pin goes, and it has to line over here. And that is it over here. Install the oil plug with the washer. Finally, Fill it up with SA 0W20 motor oil. I like to use a mobile one just because it says it's recommended for Hondas and Toyotas. So I believe this little engine takes about 6 quarts. And it's happened to me a couple of times before where this cap, for some reason, on this FJ gets stuck. I've actually had to use pliers before. Not this time. But if it does become stubborn, just don't be afraid to slip some needle nose or some heavy duty pliers in. The other FJ used to have the filter right here. It was awesome. You could just in and out real quick. You didn't have to bother with the skid plates down there. Kind of miss that old truck. And just fill it up with 6 quarts. Make sure you did plug up the tank. Otherwise, this is going straight to your driveway. Finally, to get that check engine or check maintenance, that maintenance required, you have to, when you switch it on, hold it it's done. That's it. You can hear the difference when the oil goes in. Check for leaks. Make sure everything's good. And you're good for another 5,000 miles.